A 13-year-old boy behind bars tonight charged with a very serious crime. Michael Crisafulli allegedly admitting to police he shot and killed his father, Angelo or Nick Crisafulli, at their town of Delton home last night. Right now, the boy's bond set at $500,000. The 19's Marc Lovicott is here with the latest on this developing story, Marc.
Yeah, tragic story, Eric. Per state law, Michael Crisafulli is being charged and tried in adult court. But there are some advocates who say even though the alleged crime is severe, an adult court is no place for a 13-year-old, especially one with a possible developmental disability. It's images like these.
Michael, I will advise you, if you're convicted of count 1, first-degree intentional homicide, the law provides for a possible maximum penalty, actually a mandatory penalty of life imprisonment.
That leave a bad taste in the mouths of juvenile justice advocates.
The adult criminal justice system is just not prepared to deal with these cases.
Advocates like Jim Mosier, the former juvenile court commissioner for Dane County, says although the alleged crime is severe, kids like Michael Crisafulli don't belong in a courtroom like this.
We don't believe they should be. That there are other processes that could be put in place that could protect the public and the rights of the kids at the same time.
Crisafulli is in an adult courtroom partially because of legislation passed some 14 years ago, moving all 17-year-old offenders to adult court, along with extremely serious offenders as young as 10 years old.
It was all part of a package of things, in theory, designed to, get tough on juvenile crime. Is filed in adult court, and now becomes the burden is on the juvenile and the juvenile's attorney to essentially prove to the court that they should be back in juvenile court. And we just believe that's backward.
Mosier says this case, although tragic, is caught in a broken system and is the unintended consequence for legislation that wasn't thought through, especially in a case like this with a child who is reportedly autistic.
It's not some 15, 16-year-old kid in a gang who's thoughtfully going out and killing someone. That's not the kinds of cases that are being caught by this. It's just an error. It neither provides adequate, it doesn't really provide adequate protection for the public or give the best chance to get the kid back on track.
As Mosier mentioned, the burden to move this case to juvenile court now rests in the hands of the defense, Crisafulli's attorney, that is, although the judge can also decide whether or not this case should be moved to the juvenile system.
Boy, when you see his face, you realize how young this young man is.
Young,
Do we know any more about Michael's mental state?
Really did not mention much at all in court, barely spoke a word, but a criminal complaint does say Michael told sheriff's deputies that his balloon of anger, quote, finally burst.
This is kind of would be a strange situation if there is, in fact, a diagnosable mental illness. There's also the possibility of a not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect that's available in the juvenile and the adult system. So this could turn into a hybrid very quickly.
And at the hearing today, he was ordered to undergo a competency exam before court proceedings could move forward.
And there were reports or word that Michael was expelled from school this week?
Yeah,
is that
again,
right?
That's according to the criminal complaint. The Reedsburg School District only really tells us tonight that he was a student. He would not comment or confirm if he was indeed expelled or exactly what led to that.
All right.